Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Beat flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the rookie from Florida Atlantic, Kareth White. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
They go play action. Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Hey, shoot. 58 somebody. Switch. Hey, 18. Come.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's what it lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah,
they?
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Following the interception here, Rivers. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop him.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
3rd and goal for Rivers. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Eddie Goldman able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit lax.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
18.
After the sack on 1st down, Trubisky. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They'll run with a 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. He's got the feed. Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead.
I mean, what am I supposed to do?
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point up and through. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Hello?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go. Do it.
What is you talking about?
Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
I'm on the other line with the bench.
Isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
I'm going through the things. I'm on
They did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try
Because
again
it's
from
like
25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Rivers.
But what do you mean? Like, this is has nothing to do with Breen. Just Breen shouldn't even be coming at you like that for what we've done for her.
His great year continues.
What do you mean? This guy is calling me. How are you going to drop it off on your way home?
For the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
You got trick. You got 3. Who got 17? Who got 17?
I'm not coming at you like nothing. That's in your head.
Mike 35. Mike 35.
Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 30. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And the Bears take over. An update from Buffalo. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Alert. Safety's creeping.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up.
Kill. Turn up.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Thank you for calling Arizona Federal. If you know your option, you may press it at any time during this message. Servicio To use touchdown codes to obtain vouchers, make transfers, and review account history, press 1.
On third down, Trubisky. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
This is Cohen. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, that's good. That's good. 18. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. You better be. Buzz. You better be afraid of Alert.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to launch into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 23-yard line.
Block 15. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Aaron Lynch coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And out will come the offense as they take over. A reminder, later tonight, Sunday Night Football will see a game in the NFL 100 Series, a rematch of the very first AFL-NFL Championship game, later, of course, known as Super Bowl I. It pits the Packers against the Chiefs from Arrowhead, and that should be a fun one. Looking deep downfield. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. They'll run on second down with Cohen. He finds an opening past the 40. And now look at him go. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. No problem there on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
On 1st and 10, Rivers able to get this to Gordon. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Rivers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. The 20, 10, and they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Extra point safely through, and the lead is up to 18 now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And you're under a minute to go in the half, the first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Throwing again on second down. Rivers, and he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Green. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon, and this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. 12 yards there and a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
I got him. Check, keep it skinny.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Hey, front 80.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. They're 180, 190.
Hey, here we go.
Look.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Play fake to Gordon, now Rivers. And that will be incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This will be fielded at the 17. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Let's go.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. Credit the tackle to Brandon Mebane.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Alert, 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 alert.
From the 31, Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Alert, 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 alert. Move, move.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Jerry Tillery breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And some room to roam now. A huge play there for Chicago. 45 yards on the ground. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Operating from the gun. Rivers for the sideline. That's taken in by Allen. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing Rivers. Allen's got it over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. The Charger 1st down. Rivers hooking up with Allen. Rivers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Rivers again. It's caught on the right side. Williams. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Rivers. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. To throw, Rivers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On 2nd down, Rivers again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Rivers. And now another one thrown incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They're already slim. Hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Rivers on 4th down. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Khalil Mack. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Come up, 180. Oh, you got deep?
Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
Get up, 180. 49 to Mike. I got you, son. I got you, son. Alert, 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 alert. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
On 2nd down now. It's Cohen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They go play action with Trubisky. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the 1st down in the process.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Show it up. Alert, alert. Alert, alert! Red, up!
Now it's Trubisky. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jerry Tillery able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check, 390! 390!
Rivers now to throw on first down. Under pressure, they got him again. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Chargers on third down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 15.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on a draw. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Bears, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.